In this video, I would like to introduce rules into our knowledge base. Rules are basically about drawing connection between two or more than two different predicates. So far, we use only one predicate. Therefore, I would like to introduce another predicate, let's say about something being delicious. Wine is delicious, or chocolate is delicious, and so on. You could keep going. And then let's talk about a rule which draws connection between the predicate likes and the predicate delicious. Let's say I would like to express the following fact. If something is delicious, if X is delicious, then Gabe likes X. So basically, I would like to express an implication between those two logical atoms. Now I'm going to show you how you can express such an implication in the syntax of Prolog. So in a nutshell, basically, you have to exchange the two sides. You put the conclusion to the left-hand side, then you use a colon and a dash, and then the premise follows, or premises. There could be more than one premises. I will show this to you later on. And of course, you have to close this instruction with dot. This is a rule. So let me just ask a query now. I would like to ask the following query. I would like to know if Gabe likes chocolate. Gabe should like chocolate because chocolate is delicious. And since chocolate is delicious, Gabe must like it. So let's see what the result is. As you can expect, the result will be true in a minute, probably. And it feels like I'm going to define when Gabe likes something. Gabe likes something if that something is delicious. Now I'm getting a warning. This warning is about some specialty of Prolog. Basically, the problem here is that you have to group your predicates in one batch. So you have to group all your facts and rules which are about the same predicate, about the predicate likes, in one group. This was the problem. So if you do this, then you don't get the warning anymore. You might have noticed that that those buttons are shown to you. The reason for this is that sometimes the query can result in several answers, several results. In those cases, we have only one result, so I can stop the execution. But I would like to show you some other case when there are more than one possible answers. Let me ask the question if Gabe likes wine. So in this case, if I run the program, of course, I get the answer true. First of all, because of this fact. This is a very specific fact. But I also get the answer, the true answer, because of this new rule, because Gabe likes everything which is delicious and wine is delicious. So if you hit the next button, you get another question, another answer, another true answer because of those rules. Actually, in this case, we get the true answer along two different traces. And this interface, this online interface, gives you the opportunity to check out those traces. So if you hit this debug trace option, and then you click on the run button, you will get some buttons which makes you able to look into the traces. Basically, these buttons are very similar to those in any integrated environment, development environments. So let me just hit this first button. This shows that I already got the answer, and here to the left-hand side, you can see which line, which instruction provided the final answer, which is true. So this first fact provided the answer, the true answer in this case, of course. Let me click on the next button. In this case, actually, this is the second possible trace. Since here I'm using a variable, anonymous variable, wine can be substituted into that variable. And here we are, we get the true answer. And it turned out there is a third possible trace, because the query can match with this rule, or more precisely with the left-hand side of this rule. In this case, the constant gets substituted into this x variable, and therefore now we are interested in answering the question if wine is delicious. So we keep going, and finally we get into this fact which gives us the answer, and finally in this third trace we get the true answer again. Okay, so this is about traces. Let me show you some other example, nice example about traces. And my idea is to introduce a new fact, but a new rule. But this time I would like to introduce a rule about something being delicious. Something is delicious if it is sweet, okay? And then let me introduce a fact about being sweet. Let's say chocolate is sweet. So in this case, if I ask the question, if Gabe's like chocolate, I should get a true answer, of course, but along different possible traces. So let me just check out the possible traces. The first trace uses this fact here. Okay, so I get the true answer because of this fact, but I get the same answer also because of this rule. So Gabe likes anything which is delicious, and the question is if chocolates are delicious, and they are. So I get into this fact, and here I get the true answer again. And there's a third possible trace. So I ask the same question. I would like to know if chocolates are delicious, and this query can be matched to the left-hand side of this new rule. Therefore, now I'm asking a question if chocolates are sweets, and yes, they of course are. So I get the same true answer along this third trace as well.